Hey, what's up, everybody? John here, Delighted Acres Farm, and I had to go back to the dentist. So if you watched my last video, which not very many of you did, but if you didn't, just an update on my not my wisdom teeth, on my root canal. So on Monday, I went in for a root canal, and they got it done and everything that evening. And so Monday night, Tuesday morning, my tooth started to hurt, and there were just, over the last couple of days, the tooth just hurt worse and worse. And when you have a root canal, the tooth is supposed to be dead. Well, it just continued to hurt, and so I made an appointment. I made an appointment for going back to the dentist, and I was really afraid that he might have had missed some of the canal that he needed to get out of there. And so I went back in this morning. It's Friday morning, and I went back in, and he got me in the chair, and they took an X-ray of it and stuff. And he got his little drill thing, and I've got a temporary crown on it right now. And he had me bite down on a little piece of black paper, and it showed him where my pressure point was. And he took that it was almost like a Dremel almost, and it was like zzz, and ground that down a little bit, and no problem whatsoever. He said the gum and everything, all the tissue down here, he said it looks like there may be a sore there from when he did all the work on the tooth, and that the gum, the tissue, and all that stuff is inflamed, and it had trauma done to it. And so because that little crown, temporary crown, had a little spot on it, it was keeping my tooth, not my tooth, it was keeping, pressing down on that tooth, kept the tissue and everything inflamed. And so hopefully over the weekend it will be all better. And so if it's not better by Monday, then I'm supposed to call and make another appointment. But I can already tell the difference. He said it's like having a pebble in your shoe. You can deal with it a little bit, but after a whole day of dealing with it, then your foot hurts. And he said that's kind of what happened, and that it should be better over the next few days. So praise the Lord that he didn't have to go back in and drill yet, and hopefully not again. Hopefully that was it. Hopefully that's all that it was just y'all are up here. Sorry, I've been talking over here, looking at the wrong end of my camera or my phone. So anyway, so there you have it. Now I'm off work. I'm in Enid, Oklahoma, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I've already had breakfast, and I already got an oil change. So I'm not going to be going to work today, because I took the day off, so just in case they had to go back in and do some drilling in my tooth. And well, now I have time to do some stuff, and so I am going to go in here. Let me show you. I'm going to go in Atwoods, and I've got one thing I need to get and a couple things I'm going to look for. So I don't know what else I'm going to get into after Atwoods, but I'm going to take you guys in here. Just not going to do a whole lot of filming, but I got to at least grab some chicken feed, some egg ration, and we'll see what else. So my buddy Jack over at Dyer Family Farm, he went into his local feed store and showed what he got. I'm not getting as much as him, but I thought, you guys, I'll show you the egg ration I get here at Atwoods. So I'm going to do that, see what else we can see. I could go for one of those, but I can't go for that. Can always use a bucket. You have any idea how hard it is to find slip-on safety toes? I think I'm getting them. And Bear needs a new rope, so he might get this one. I think we're gonna go with this one instead. It's a little more sturdy. He tends to tear them up pretty easily, so. And the one he's had is a lot like this one. And he's had it for quite some time, so it's the longest lasting one he's had. We'll see. All right, well, there you go. The one-stop shop for egg ration, dog rope, and slip-on safety shoes. All right, so that was my trip to Atwoods. Y'all, I could spend a lot of time in there. And if I had the money, I could spend a lot of money. Like in the little video, the tractor, that's $20,000 tractor. Although it comes with a free reel that goes on the back, that digs up your soil. So I mean, maybe it's worth spending $20,000 to get a free tiller. It's a tiller. So no, it's not. We don't have that money, but it would be nice at some point to have a small little tractor with a bucket, and then we can get some stuff done around the house that I just have to rely on somebody else for right now. And so really, hopefully, you know, at some point one day, I would love to have a little tractor, a side-by-side, or at least a four-wheeler or something like that to get around on the property, but also the tractor so that I can get some work done. And I can think of a lot of things. Anyway, so now I'm done at Atwoods. What am I gonna do? I'm not exactly sure, but I might stop at Tractor Supply. But the closest place to me at the moment is Lowe's. Do I need to go to Lowe's? I don't need to go to Lowe's, but I want to go to Lowe's. I'll probably go to Tractor Supply because it's Tractor Supply. And right next to Tractor Supply is Harbor Freight, so that might be my next stop. From Harbor Freight, y'all, I'm looking for a chop saw, and they have had some in there that are pretty decently priced. So I may go into Harbor Freight. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. Oh, also, go over and check out the Wild Huckleberry. My buddy Robbie. Go check him out. And if you're watching me, there's a good chance you already watch Robbie. He's a good dude. He's got a lot going on. Go check him out if you haven't. And I like this hat. That's a good looking hat. So yeah, go check out the Wild Huckleberry. Y'all, we're getting a Whataburger. All right, Harbor Freight it is. All right, well, I got some stuff. A miniature toolbox and some magnetic tool holders there at Harbor Freight. All that, a little more than 20 bucks. Well, I didn't do any filming inside of Harbor Freight. It's just awkward sometimes when there's people standing there, and I'm still trying to get used to that. So I did that little miniature toolbox. I just thought was pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I haven't even looked at it inside, so I don't know how much it'll hold, but it looks cool. And I may put either little wrenches or some sockets in there after I take a look at it. Also, those 3 magnetic strips, they were originally like $4 and something, and this is their parking lot sale. So it's not actually in the parking lot, but it is called a parking lot sale, and so they have stuff on sale inside. And those strips, like I said, a little more, it was like $4 and something, and they were on sale for $1 something. So I got 3 of them, and I don't know what I'm going to use those for, but they'll come in handy somewhere. Now, I don't know. I'm killing time because I never have time during the day to do anything. I may go next door here. Like I said, so Tractor Supply is back here, and I'm not going to go. I'm not going to Tractor Supply today. But there's a place right here. Ollie's. Good stuff, cheap. And if you've ever been to Ollie's, it's kind of like a... Oh, what was that place? It's kind of like a Big Lots. They just have stuff like overstock, overrun stuff, close out things that are going out of date. And we went to an Ollie's one time, and I think we got like 8 books for $15 or something. So they have books, they got all kinds of stuff, just like other stores. But I'm gonna go in here and see what I can find. Last time I think we got a dozen disposable razors for like $7. I haven't even used one, and I won't do it for this. I'll trim up and whatnot, but they sometimes have deals on like deodorant and anything. They'll have electronics. They'll get a pallet of something and they'll send it to their stores. And so anyway, I'm gonna go into Ollie's and we will see what kind of stuff I can get cheap. All right, well, I was productive. Came out with 3 books for $15, and they're just novels. I like to read whenever I have time. Sometimes I'll get into a rhythm where I'll read and read and read and read, and then I won't read anything for months and months and months. And so I don't know, these may sit on the shelf for months and months, or I may read them at some point in the coming little while. At work, sometimes I have plenty of time to read while I sit and wait for my folks to complete their tasks so I can check them. So sometimes I have downtime and I can get some of the reading done, so that might happen. Anyway, you guys, thanks for coming along with me on this little adventure today, since I had to be out and about anyway. So it's now 11:45. My appointment this morning was 8:30 to take care of my tooth. They were done by 8:45. It's now been 3 hours and my mouth feels so much better. I think grinding off that little bit so that I'm not constantly touching it or moving my tooth or whatever, I think has already made the difference. So we'll see in the next couple days how that goes. I'm going to do some saltwater rinse and do some gum massage. Just keep the blood circulating and flowing, and we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be okay. So if y'all were praying for me earlier in the week, and if you're still praying for me, I appreciate it. It's already night and day from what it was 3 hours ago. Yeah, so there we go. Thank you guys. Also, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next video.